ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। या देवी स्तूयते नित्यं विबुधैर्वेदपारगैः सा मे वसतु जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। निरञ्जनं नित्यमनन्तरूपं भक्तानुकम्पार्थविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामि। यथाग्निर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपान्ता शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। विवेकजानन्दनिमग्नचित्तं विवेकदानैकविनोदशीलं विवेकभासाकमनीयकान्तिं विवेकिनं तम् अहं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा। ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। The purpose of all religions is to transform the humanity from the physical identification to the divine identification. In our Sanatana Dharma, there is a demarcation to certain level of transformation. Religion helps. After that level, spirituality helps. This demarcation is not there in any other religion. Gaining something after death because of the noble life lived here by the human being, up to that religion guides and helps. But the spirituality which is mentioned in Sanatana Dharma is not to wait for our death. It is not to wait for the attaining something after death. Sanatana Dharma says you can stop there itself. See, transformation can be stopped at any level according to the capacity and interest and intensity of the struggle. Capacity of the person, interest of the person, and intensity of the struggle will determine to which extent that individual can travel in the form of inner transformation. So, entire religious activities are not for externally doing something or getting something. Even though there are external activities, all are meant for inner transformation. In the last class we saw human being begins his life as a bhokta, as an eater, as a consumer. Only human being begins his life. But majority of people begin and end in that status itself. With that self-identification that I am the consumer. World is the consumed object. People around me should provide that whatever I want to consume. And people fail, or if people are incapable, I will approach God to get that. This is the attitude of a bhokta. So for being a bhokta, he needs bhogya vastu. If he is not able to get those bhogya vastus in a proper way, he chooses improper way. For that wrong choice, he has to pay the price. Because nothing is free in the creation. Everything is having a price. What is the price? This person who wants to be a bhokta in a wrong way, we saw in the previous classes, the price is reduction of self-dignity. He reduces his own dignity by choosing a wrong one, in a wrong way. Even though momentarily he may consider that it is going to develop happiness, after some time he feels tapaha, that is called paschat tapaha. Paschat means afterwards tapaha. So bhokta should be transformed as a karta plus bhokta. Stage by stage, this transformation raises the status of the human being. So bhokta, a passive bhokta, is converted or transformed as a active karta and bhokta. Then third level is dharmikaha karta, dharmikaha bhokta. Values added. Even though you may need something to eat, you cannot put your hand on somebody's object because they will retaliate. Because like you, others also are bhokta. So they will retaliate. Therefore, if you want to be safe, you have to follow certain decorum while living in a community. That decorum is called dharma. Nobody needs to teach. Nobody need to teach that. Everybody knows. What is the rule of dharma? Whatever I don't like others to do to me, I should not do. Whatever I like others to do to me, I should do to others. No need to teach anything. Simple rule it is. So third level of transformation is dharmika karta, dharmika bhokta. Then fourth level is a person who asks the question, where is the end for this? What I have gained by this transaction? It appeared that as though I got something grand, like children when they get 10th standard mark sheet. Very big mark sheet it is. Because up to that time, no mark sheet was provided in the school. There is no judgment from the school that you are so and so. They will not tell this much your mark. They will put the grade A, B, C like that. What is the meaning of the A? Some 20 marks difference this side, that side. So you will not be judged up to 10th standard. When you are judged up to 10th standard, why the student or the child is interested in knowing the judgment? Because it feels proud if the judgment is as it wanted. Correct? There also you see the self-identification. Dignity is increased. Among these 40 children, I am number one. Among the 4,000 people, I am the number one in taluk. Among the 40,000 people, I am the number one in district. Nowadays, we cannot know. Where they have banned that, declaring who is district first, state first, like that. Why? When the child thought that I will become district first or state first, if the child doesn't get that level, the child goes for suicide. Arey, you have come second in state. Why should you go for suicide? No, no, no. I should have been the first. So if I am not first, I am nothing. Again, self-judgment, self-identification. So there is no end for getting brand and tags from others. Please understand. The first three level is there, na? Bhokta, Karta and Dharmikaha are caught up in a net called getting branded. If you are unmarried, you are branded as bachelor. If you are married, you are branded as samsari, or married man, or kudumbi. Kudumbaha asya asti iti kudumbi. So every moment you are tagged. There is a price list for you. Everyone wants to purchase you. Everyone wants to purchase your time. If you are intelligent, they will purchase your intellect or thinking capacity. If you are an idiot, they will purchase your time. By that they become millionaires. The majority of the people are giving up their time, precious time, in seeing YouTube and other things. Why it is given freely? It is not given freely. They are taking your time and energy. By that, they are getting millions and millions. How, Swami? How time is converted as money? Go and read the policy of Google company. How much they are earning from you. Whatever you see, they take it as a data and they provide the data for the advertiser. Then advertisers you advertisement and you happen to see that, naturally he gets money. And through that advertisement, he has sold his product in your mind. So you will be waiting for that. When opportunity comes, immediately, Fair and Lovely cream, you will go and purchase. So it is a business model. The first three level is in business, both with the society, with the family members, with Bhagavan also. Now understood? This life, ending the life with this, is called Mahasamsara. Understood? There is no end for this running race. There is no end for the troubles also. In between two troubles, you will be given little rest. Like police, when beats a criminal, in between two sessions of beating, they may provide some biryani or tea, something also, eatable also. So that he will be ready for next session of getting beaten. This is what life for majority of people. But if a person really observing his life, what is happening in his life, what is happening in the society around him, then he will try to come away from this business model. This is called business model. Up to third level is called business model. Why I should be a dharmika? Then only you can sustain in your process. You cannot be a good businessman selling bad product, wrong product continuously. Understood? If you want to be a good businessman, you should be a dharmika. No other way. You want to be a enjoyer consistently for long period, you should be a dharmika. No other way. Even to enjoy, you should be a dharmika. Otherwise, health will get spoiled. mind will be spoiled. So after health and mind spoils, who is there to enjoy enjoyment? So to preserve this enjoyer in a rightful way, in a capable way, in a healthy way, what is the requirement? Dharma is the requirement. Dharma is the requirement. Dharmena sukham apnoti, Shastram says, Dharmena sukham apnoti. Through dharma only you get the sukham in a consistent way for long period. How much long period? If you are living in this world for long period, 100 years you can be happy. Afterwards also you can encash this dharma for after death life. You can encash this dharma in the form of punyam, which you have saved, and the same time which you have not spent in the very human birth itself. It is there in your account. You can use it and encash it. Life after death. This is called Swarga, posthumous business. Many religions stop there itself. Understood? Many religions in the world stop there itself. They also teach dharma. What is dharma? According to them is called dharma. Not the dharma told by the Sanatana dharma. What Sanatana dharma says? I need not teach anything as dharma to you. Whatever you don't like others to do to you, don't do. Whatever you like others to do to you, do to others. This is what our dharma. But their dharma is what? Prescribed in their religious books. 10 commandments. In every religion, commandments are there. If you follow that only, you will get punyam, according to them. Whatever it may be, whoever believes the way of life, that way of life, let them lead. But for a thinking man, this itself is an insult for his existence. This much only I am. Am I the product in the creation to be tossed by the nature? Am I a beggar all the while? Should I continue to beg all the while? I cannot accept it. When I will stop my begging? When I decide to give whatever I have. First 3 level is nothing but begging, nothing but apurnata. Then 4th level, when he decides to stop begging, he becomes karma yogi. No desire, nothing to gain in this world for me. This decision is very big decision. This transformation is almost impossible for many in the world. Becoming karma yogi means, what is the meaning? I don't want anything from the world, from the people, from the creation. Who can tell this? Please tell. People say karma yoga is very easy, karma yoga is easy. It's not easy. Once you step inside the karma yoga, you are at the first stage of moksha marga. Understood? Once you are stepped inside the karma yoga, you are at the first step of moksha marga. What is that first step? That I will do all my duties. I will follow all dharmic values, not to gain anything from the creation, but to purify my inner mind. You see, here business started with the inner world. Understood? Who is the business wala in inner world? Bhagavan. So, I want only one thing, purity of mind. See, what you are going to gain with purity of mind? He will say, if he has understood what is the meaning of karma yoga, he will say, by just sheer being pure, I can be happy person satisfied person enjoying all pleasures in the world. Another route is there. Understood? This is not told in any other religion. Do, get, spend. This is the modus operandi. The business modus operandi is what? Desire, try, get, spend. Desire, try, get, spend. Desire, try, get, spend. Here, he also has desire not to get something from the external world. Here also getting is there, but not from the external world. So, he becomes a yogi, karma yogi. You understood what is the meaning of yogi? Yujyate anena iti yogaha, yujyate iti yogaha. So, the karma which in general binds him more and more, the same karma is used to untie himself. Any action will bring result. That result you have to enjoy. During enjoying that result, you will have two types of attitude. If you are not satisfied with that joy, you will hanker for more. If you are satisfied with that joy, you will try to hold on to that. Understood? So, if dissatisfaction means it will lead to more desire. If satisfaction means it will lead to anxiety whether I will lose it or not. I have to hold on to it. But Kala Tattva will not allow you to hold on. Then naturally there will be tug of war between you and Kala Tattva, either in actual life or in imaginary life. When Arjuna saw this Bhishma and Dronacharya in front of him in the battlefield, he imagined that what will be my life in their absence. They are not absent. They are living there. They are standing. He imagines what will be my life in their absence. Then you know what happened. Understood? So, Karma Yogi is a person who is called a responsible man or noble man who says, enough of business. Not that I am going to be a lazy man. Generally, when somebody is active doing business, he is called active man. When there is no business, he is called lazy man. But here, the person, Karma Yogi, become active in his inner world. So, he stops doing business with the world, but he does all his duties for the sake of one reason. What is that? Purification of mind. What do you mean by purification of mind? Reduction of raga dvesha. Mana klesha means impurity of mind is nothing but our likes and dislikes. Please understand. How purity can give happiness? This is the way. The more you reduce your likes and dislikes, more you will be happy. The more you reduce your likes and dislikes, more you will be happy, because you may not get what you like, it will create problem. You may get what you don't like, that also will give problem. Because what comes to you in tangible form is already decided factors called prarabdha karma phalam. Understood? So what makes the life terrible? That I don't get, which I like, I get always, they will add always also. I get always what I don't like. ஏன் சுவாமி எனக்கு மட்டும் இப்படி வரணுமா? So Swami will tell, எனக்கும் வந்திருக்குது. So removal of ragadvesha or reduction of ragadvesha helps a person to be happy to some extent. without the presence of object or in the presence of object. Whether it is present or absent, the object doesn't make any difference in its life. Not only object, persons, situation. They say, "Na, without you, how can I live?" You can live because you lived. All the human relationships are after our birth only, na? And they all are going to go away after the death of that person or your death. So, Karma Yogi decide. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi eka ihe kuru nandana bahushaka anantascha buddhayaha avyavasayina. Up to third level, they don't know which bus to get in. They are in bus stand, always they live in bus stand. They don't reach destination called Tripti. Tripti is the destination. That will never happen. No, Swami, after going to heaven, there also Kshine Punne Martya Lokam Vishanti. There also you are in bus stand only. Now and then you get inside some bus and travel to some extent and get down, again get inside another bus, travel to some distance and get down, like that only life is. That is called Samyak Sarati iti. Constant traveler is called Samsari. Constant travel. In one body, one place to another place, searching for objects of enjoyment, and one continent to another continent, one nation to another nation. People, why they go for foreign countries? Because they don't hope to get what they wanted in this nation. So they give up their culture, religion, even name also, citizenship, everything they give up and go there as migrants or as immigrants and they beg there, accept us as your citizen, accept us as your citizen. That fellow will have his own rules and regulations. Do you have money? He'll ask, how much money you have? Whenever you go to foreign country, every country asks how much money you have in the bank account. Because it is afraid of your arrival. Why? It is afraid whether you will become burden to that nation. See, very welcoming process begins with the idea that you may be burden to me. Why should I go there? Here nobody can remove me or send off me from this nation. There nobody wants me, but still I am not able to keep quiet here. That's called traveling without any purpose. As long as they stay here, they will be thinking and imagining living there. After going there, whatever they wanted, they may get also. After that, they will start thinking, aha, how nice. There was Muruga temple, here no temple at all. All the time, Allahu Akbar is there. I cannot worship my God. So other needs comes out. Once the tangible physical needs are fulfilled, then comes out what? Emotional needs. Then they find that we have lost our roots. Let us go back. When they come back here, they are like from frying pan to fire. Initially, money was the importance for many. So when they got the money, they come back here, searching for peace of mind. If you are a spiritual seeker or religious person, other than Bharata Desha, there is no nation in the world which is very conducive for leading this life. And many are not interested. We say no problem. But if anybody is sincere in leading spiritual life, this is the place for that person. Not that other places don't have that spiritual atmosphere. It may not be available for you. It may be available for the person who is born and brought up in that culture. But certainly this teaching is not available. This guidance is not available to go beyond religion. Only in Sanatana Dharma, This guidance and teaching is alive, active, and inviting everyone, Shrinvantu Vishwe. So, fourth level is the very big change. What is that level? Karma Yogi. Those who live here also, if they don't convert themselves as Karma Yogis, then there is no possibility of being happy. We should stop complaining and crying. Arey, it is already decided. I only wanted not to convert myself as a Karma Yogi. Then why should I cry? It is like a young man who has joined the military, complaining all the time. Arey, morning 5 o'clock I have to get up. 1,000 sit-ups I have to do. For that only you have joined. If you don't want to do sit-up, why you went and joined? So either come out of it or stop complaining. We don't do. Neither will come out nor will stop complaining. Understood? So first level of conversion as a spiritual person is this Karma Yogi level. He will do only sattvic karmas. What is the meaning of sattvic karma? Those activities which will not harm the doer and the society. They are called Pancha Mahayajna. They are yajnas. They are called Pancha Mahayajnas, and they don't produce any external benefit. But if you don't do, it will produce external effect. Akarane pratyavayaha, it is called. Like paying the tax. If you do, you are not awarded. If you don't pay tax, you are arrested. Akarane pratyavaya. Karane chitta shuddhi. What is the result of doing? Purity of mind, reduction of your kama, krodha, raga, dvesha. Then, fifth level is still difficult. Converting oneself, transforming oneself as upasakaha, a devotee. Upasakaha means upa asanam karoti iti upasakaha. Upa means samipe. Asanam karoti, one who sits near. Near whom? One who sits near his Ishta Devata, near Bhagavan, whole life is called Upasakaha. In English, he is called devotee. At this level only, devotee tag can be gained. But every fellow says, I am devotee Swami. We also nod our head. Very good. Very good. Like children in fancy dress competition, they dress themselves as Swami Vivekananda, as Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, as Subramanya Bharati. It is nice. So, any person who has not reached this level, claiming oneself as devotee, is like that fancy dress wala. That is why all types of insignia outside. Big Rudraksha mala. See, the tapasvis like Sri Ramakrishna did not have even one Rudraksha mala. Swami Vivekananda like people don't have any insignia for their tapasya. But there are some people, you can see that. Jadadharis, Rudraksha malas, Patika malas, varieties of malas. Okay, uniform. Nothing wrong. They are in fake it and make it process. Therefore, tradition allows. All right, you hold on. If this is going to remind you that you are a devotee, if this is going to remind you that you are a Karma Yogi, no problem. You can have that uniform. But mere uniform in the form of orange color cloth or any other color cloth doesn't transform the person. So even the rituals which are meant to declare to the world doesn't transform the person, but it may help the person to remind himself. Like a Mangala Sutra on the neck of the mother helps the mother to remind, no, I cannot behave as I wanted, like a girl, I cannot behave. I have to behave now either as mother, as wife. It's a reminder for her. Similarly, for a Kudumbi, in those days, all married gents are asked to keep Kudumbi. Kudumbi means what? That Shika. All should have. That is the insignia for them. When he declares, no, I don't have anything to do with the Kudumba, then his Shika is taken away. That is called Sannyasa. So, insignia has its own meaning, provided if it is valued. This color cloth may have meaning, provided if I value it. Similarly, every external thing may be useful in reminding oneself about the purpose of that declaration. Understood? So, a devotee is someone very grand. Bhokta is called consumer, Karta is called a active consumer, Dharmi is called responsible consumer or gentleman. Then Karma Yogi is called nobleman. What about this devotee? Devotee is called Sharanagataha. One who has handed over his entire life to Bhagavan is called Sharanagataha. One who has become Dasa of the Lord. One who has handed his body, his senses, his mind, intellect, lifetime, activities, results of those activities, everything. A devotee, fifth level of transformation. In that devotee status itself, identification itself, there are levels. Ekarupa Bhaktaha, Bahurupa Ishvara Bhaktaha, Sarvarupa Ishvara Bhaktaha, like that, 3 levels are there. Ekarupa Bhaktaha means he has surrendered himself to Ishvara in that particular form. His head will bow down to that form only. Not that other forms he will hate, but he will not bow down. Namarkum kudiyallo namanai anjum. Even Mrityu can stand, I will not bow down. That conviction. Because the confidence in handing over himself. It is handed over to someone else who can handle it better way. Whatever way he handles, I have no objection, no charge. Wherever he puts me, in whatever situation, I will live that life. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to say, it is like a kitten in the mouth of the cat. It has only one freedom to do. What it is? Meow, meow, it will do. Guru Maharaj used to say. Meow, meow means Bhagavan's Nama Japam, Nama Sankirtanam, Guna Sankirtanam. He will do all activities. But intention of doing all those activities is to be with the Lord. That's called, is called Upasakaha. Upasakaha means a devotee means one who lives with the Lord. One who lives with the Lord. We have to ask ourselves, do we live with the Lord or do we live with people? There are some fellows, they are living with objects, gadgets like phone or animals like cat, dog. They don't live with the human being even. This modern society doesn't want to enter into marriage agreement because it is a troublesome one. You have to be a responsible person. So they make the living itself as a convenient one. Live in relationship. I give this, you give that. When our transaction is over, let us separate. No responsibility and no loyalty also towards each other. So what will be their life? They live with gadget, they live with pet animal. There are many people in the society. In Western countries, they are more. Why Shastra asks us to live with people? Then only you will get maturity. Why it wants us to get married? Then only you will get maturity. Why it wants you to become father or mother? Then only you will learn patience. Then only you will learn what is the meaning of giving. Even dhaname கொடுக்க மாட்டான். He will not give even 10 rupees to others. So what Bhagavan will do, he will give one child in that family. For that child, he has to spend the entire wealth without problem. With one idea, this is my child. If the person has the idea, all children are my children, how nice he could have been. Hence, he doesn't have. That idea is taught through one child. You have to do dana. So, the upasaka is someone very grand really. He is called saintly person. Now you understand what is the meaning of a saint. He is called saintly person. Consumer to, active consumer to, responsible active consumer to, gentleman to, nobleman to. Now, what is the transformation? Saintly person. In that, levels are there. Levels of saintliness. This much he is patient. More than that he will not be. Understood? This much only he is patient. So there is a limitation for his patience. There is a limitation for his saintliness. There is a limitation for his devotion even. Towards Rama, I can be a devotee. Towards Shiva, no. Alvars are there, na? All Alvars. They have taken this stand. Towards Narayana only we are devotees. All other forms of the Bhagavan are Devantaras, they call. Parivara Devata. Narayana is the Yajamanaha. All other Devata forms are no problem. They are Devata forms only, but Parivara Devata. They serve my Ishta Devata. Parivara Devata means what? Devatas who serve my Ishta Devata. Therefore, hello, hi. This is all words. What about 9 months? Bhagavan Shiva is the Ishta Devata. All others are Parivara Devata. They have relationship between this Mukhya Devata and Parivara Devata. So, devotee also identifies himself as the son of Shiva and treats Bhagavan Narayana as uncle, because Narayana is the brother of Mother Parvati. Therefore, mother's brother is called uncle. Nice? No problem. Nothing wrong. What Vedanta says, don't stop there. Because this itself will create samsara for you. Samsara means what? Crying. Samsara means what? Crying. Always dukkham. So, try to convert yourself, transform yourself as Bahurupa Ishara Bhaktaha. Whatever form is told in the scriptures, either in your religion or other religion. Whatever form is accepted by humanity as the divine form. Accept all forms. No problem. What is there? If Ishvara can manifest in a Haridra Bimbam, a turmeric powder, if Ishvara can manifest in a stone, Shivalinga, why can't the same Ishvara manifest in the cross? It also is a symbol. Crescent is a symbol. No problem. That level of maturity doesn't come for many, because those who are in business model, they will use this Eka Devata Nishta for their business. That is what fanaticism, that is what called fanaticism. Out of fanaticism, violence. Out of violence, terrorism. You understood? Using that status of being a devotee for their business, nothing else. Either in this world or in the coming world, after death world. You ask any terrorist, he will tell that. Don't think that I am destroying myself. I am preparing myself to go there, he says. Suicide bomber always say, he is preparing to get a status of being a martyr so that he will be awarded in next life. Here only 60 years, 70 years, Swami. There, eternal. Na? And some religion in heaven, marriage happen, not one wife, two wives, 7 wives, 20 wives, like that, varieties are there. You have to read, very funny things. But that person is not considered here as Upasaka. To be a Upasaka in our terminology, to be a devotee in our terminology, he should have been stopped doing business with Bhagavan and world. First he should be Karma Yogi, then only he can be Upasaka. First he should be a giver. Whatever he has, he will give. Then only he will approach the Lord and surrender to him. In Bible, beautifully it is told, a disciple comes to Bhagavan Christ and asks Christ that what should I get to get the kingdom of heaven? The Christ says, go and sell whatever you have and distribute to the poor and follow me carrying your cross. You have to carry your cross. Cross means what? Burden, suffering, and follow me. So the person who heard this was not ready to do that. He was a rich man. Then immediately Jesus says, a camel can enter the eye of the needle, but a rich man who has this greediness towards rich can never enter the kingdom of heaven. What is the teaching here? Unless you give what you have, you cannot give yourself. First you have to give whatever you have. No, Swami, I don't have anything. Okay, no problem. When you think anything you are having, immediately you have time, na? Yes, Swami, I have. Give that time. In what, Swami? In Pancha Maha Karma. Deva Yajnaha, Pitru Yajnaha, Manusha Yajnaha, then Rishi Yajnaha and Bhuta Yajnaha. Serve them. What is the meaning of Karma Yoga? Doing this Pancha Maha Yajna, nothing but serving the creation. Serving the elders, serving the fellow being, serving the nature, serving the tradition. In each department, service is having one meaning. Serving the tradition means what? You will go and learn the tradition and live that tradition. That is called serving the tradition. Like that, after living the life of a Karma Yogi, he is transforming himself as a devotee. Because in Karma Yogi mind there is a demand. What is the demand? I should be purified. But in Upasaka mind, that demand also are not there. No demand. In Upasaka's mind, that demand of getting purity also is not there. He simply hands over to the Lord. Whatever I am, you know, my dear, you please accept me. Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Raghavaya Mahatmane. Like Vibhishana comes and surrenders. Afterwards, no individuality to decide one's own future life. It is like becoming a slave. How a person can be a slave? Very difficult. And slave to one form only initially. Then the very form will teach, Arey, that also me only, my dear. Oh, acha, you only? No problem. So, okay, I will respect that also. But I will love this only. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. You respect that, you love this form. Then third level of Upasaka is what? Vishwarupa Bhakti. Vishwarupa Ishvara Bhakti. Entire creation is myself, my dear. Same Bhagavan will teach. He need not bother. He will teach. Only thing is you have to be sincere. He will teach you. Entire creation is equal to me only to serve the creation. Here only Swami Vivekananda comes and says, this is the life one should hold as a first step for his monastic life. Shivajnane Jiva Seva. He says, whoever wants to lead a monastic life should come with this quality. The grandness of Ramakrishna Parampara's monastic life. Shivajnane Jiva Seva. Shiva Jnane means here Shiva Upasane Jiva Seva. Jiva is there in front of you. Your Pratyaksha Pramana shows that it is Jivaha. But Shastra Pramanam shows that it is Ishvaraha. Because Vishwam is equal to Vishnuhu. Mayyeva Sakalam Jatam. Bhagavan told Matta Parataram Nanyat. These are all words at this level. Whose words? Bhagavan's words. When you gain knowledge, it becomes your words. When you gain Advaitic Jnanam, it becomes your statement. As long as you don't gain Advaitic Jnanam, it is the Bhagavan, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinjidatti Dhananjaya. Therefore, kneel down before him. Swamiji Maharaj, Vivekananda Maharaj says in his advice to monks, kneel down before the Lord who is appearing in front of you as an idiot, as a beggar, as a needy, as an illiterate, as a tormented person. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava. These are told by the Veda. I add one more thing. Daridra Devo Bhava. Yes, being Rishi, na? The Daridra is in the form of Atiti only, but he specially points out that Atiti Devo means not only unknown person. Even if that unknown person is a Daridraha, idiot, ignorant, adamant, still, what is your responsibility being a devotee of the Lord who is committed for devotion alone? Mam Matiyam cha Sakalam Sri Ramakrishna Charane Samarpaye. Every monastic member of this Guru Parampara offers himself. Mam Madiyam, whatever is considered as mine, Sakalam. This is the entry qualification in the monastic order. Understood? According to Swami Vivekananda Maharaj. Whether a person has that quality or not, how he can know? Only after coming, only he can know. So those who come with all fancies, they go away within 1 year or 2 years, they run away. Oh, this is not the place. They come seeing, nice food is there. Living conditions are middle class life. No problem for electricity, water. So they come, the young boys come. But when they are tuned to this ideology, then they find discomfort. So they run away. That is why in the organization, in our organization, 10 years to know about yourself. To train yourself, minimum 10. After the Diksha also, what the Parampara says, you practice. If you find that you are not qualified enough for this maturity, you practice. What is the practice? Shivajnane Jiva Seva. In that only Vishwarupa Bhakti is there. Unless you gain that Vishwarupa Bhakti, the mind is not at all purified. Ragadvesha will be there. All other Vedantins except Advaita Vedantin, all other Vedantins stop there at the Upasaka level. All religion stops at Dharmi level. Vedanta alone goes to the fourth level called Karma Yogi, then fifth level called Upasakaha, devotee. Vedanta alone. What is the meaning of Karma Yogi? Serving the society for the sake of getting purity of mind. Because he has found that with pure mind, it is very easy to be happy and fulfilled, not in the presence of objects. That is a great maturity. Then also, next level is, even though the happiness which is born out of purity is enjoyed by me, but it is not stable. Now and then my mind gets ups and downs. Now and then there is a desire creeps from my mind. Without anybody's provoking, it comes out. Samskara. So how to handle that samskara? Only Bhagavan can handle that samskara. So therefore he offers himself to Bhagavan and says, I am your dasaha, I am your putraha, I am your shishyaha, or I am your mata, I am your pita, whatever relationship. But very strong relationship is there between himself and Bhagavan, and that Bhagavan is considered as Ekamurti initially, then all the divine forms, and then finally it is understood whatever forms in the creation is nothing but Ishvaraha, my beloved. What he will get by that? What he will get by that? If he wants, he can go to that Ishtadevata Loka and serve him long period. Serve him for long period. This is one. Another one is, if he doesn't want that going there, he will get Vairagyam. Either Punyam or Vairagyam. Bhakti gives either Punyam or Vairagyam. The Punyam can be used for after death life. The same Punyam can be used for Viveka Vairagya Janma. Then sixth level is Mumukshuhu. So Mumukshu is the sixth person. He says, Bhagavan, I want to get rid of this very individuality here and now. If he says, I want to come there after getting rid of this physical individuality, he is called Upasakaha. Understood? If he says, I want to get rid of my individuality here and now, please teach me, is there any way for that? Then he is called Mumukshu. You understood now? He has gone beyond the Devatas. The Mumukshu is beyond the Devatas, above the Devatas, both in power and joy. The joy which Indra enjoys, this Mumukshu can enjoy, sitting here. In Taittiriya Upanishad, that gradation of joy comes. Ananda Mimamsa it is called. Ye shatam indranam tayeko brahaspateranandaha shotriyasya chakamahatasya. Indra's happiness into 100 times is equal to Brahaspati's happiness. At the same time, this Mumukshu's happiness also. Intensity of Vairagyam decides what is the level of joy he enjoys. So, a Mumukshu happened to be a person who says, my whole life is for giving only, my dear, and give me the freedom. Remove the idea of giver. Why I give everything to you? Why I serve the creation? Just to die. Just to die. No, you are going to die. No, not that death. Physical death is not at all death. Please understand. It is a rest period. That's all. Before to gain, interval. Actual death is what? Death of the individuality, which is going to happen only after gaining knowledge about Akhandatva. So, he prays to the Lord, surrendering not for Punyam, not for Punya Loka Prapti, but for Guru Prapti, Shravana Prapti, Jnana Prapti. He is called freedom seeker. He is called freedom fighter. Sixth level is freedom fighter. Who is the freedom fighter? Please tell me. Whether the freedom fighter is a slave or not. He is a slave, but one who doesn't accept the slavery internally is called freedom fighter. He is a slave, but he doesn't want to continue to be slave. He resists that slavery. What is the slavery here? Being an individual. Sashariratahi samsaraha. You understood now? Shastra says. Navai shasharirasya sataha priyapriyayoho apagatihi asti. As long as you are shashariraha, there is no end for getting priyam and apriyam. Even if you go to Vaikunta, there will be apriyam. A devotee like Vibhishana will come and sit in front of you, obstructing your vision of Bhagavan Narayana. Or Prahalada Swami may come, or Narada Bhagavan can come, and Mother Lakshmi herself can come, and Bhagavan has to say, please go away. That time apriyam will come. Yenda இவங்க வந்தாங்க. சிவ பூஜையில கரடி மாதிரி வந்துட்டாங்க. See, there Mother Lakshmi becomes Karadi. Because it is against your wish. Anything you have wished as wish, it will create an opposition. That time you will have Priyam and Apriyam. Therefore, Mumukshu is one who says, Bhagavan, that business, that game also over. I have been the citizen of Vaikunta in previous Janmas. That is why Vairagyam is there for me to not to go there. See, where you will not go? Wherever you found that it is a place not comfortable, convenient, that place you won't go. So, in anybody's mind, if there is a desire not to go, he is called Mumukshu. And in his mind, there is no desire to live here also. He wants to end the game of being an individual. He is called Mumukshu. Then from Mumukshu to Jignasu, Jignasu to Jnani, Jnani to Jnana Nishtaha, Jivan Muktaha. This many stages of transformation is there. Slowly we will try to understand. And our idea of discussing this is what? To judge ourselves and prepare ourselves for the next level without complaining. At least stages are known to us now. It is like walking to Gomukh. When you walk to Gomukh, it is a very wonderful experience. No road. Okay? No road. There is a one-way path. And that path also might have been with full of mud and stone. No milestones. Anybody you ask how much distance is there, they will tell the same answer. Idhar hi hai. Here alone. How much here alone? This, when I went first time, morning 5 o'clock I started walking. After walking 1.5 hours, 6:30, I asked someone, where is mom? He told, idhar hi hai. Acha, I was very happy. Oh, I have come near. Then after 9 o'clock morning, I asked. Another fellow who is coming opposite, he also told, idhar hi hai. Afternoon 2 o'clock, I asked. Same man. 5 o'clock, I asked. Same man. Then I started crying because 12 hours walking. Gundu body also. Very stout body. Difficult to walk. More than 12 hours walk. Then no place to stay also. In between you cannot stay. Alone walking. No one to talk also. Nothing to talk also. So I started crying. What is his mother? Then I caught hold of one Swami. Swami, everybody says, idhar hi hai. You tell at least. He told, Arey, idhar hi hai. Same answer is. How much time it will take? I asked. He told, it depends upon the walking speed. What you will get. But he told, this is the right path, you go. You will reach. I reached evening 7 o'clock. 14 hours walking. Generally, it takes some 7 hours, 8 hours only. Because of stout body, slow walking. It took first time. Afterwards, I gained experience. Many times I went. And I became the guide for many people. Why I am telling this experience is, if you know how much distance you have to cover, there is a peace in the mind. Okay. There is a relaxedness in the mind. This much distance I have to cover, no problem. Little by little, I will cover. It is like getting inside the train in Kanyakumari, bound to get down at Assam, Guwahati. So while entering, you will not ask when it will go, when it will go. Okay, understood? You know that it is 2 days journey. So you are prepared for that. Food also. Like that, this preparation, mental preparation, Shastra gives this roadmap. Transformation should happen, my dear. So many things you may learn, you may discuss, you may even teach also. But unless transformation, inner transformation happens, you are in the same place. So, all our Vedantic vichara or scriptural discussions are give us a clarity of thinking, how to transform ourselves, why to transform ourselves, and to struggle to transform. More about these 4 stages of transformation we will see in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
शरीरं स्वरूपं सदा रोगमुक्तं यशश्चारुचित्रं धनं मेरुतुल्यं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं षडङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शास्त्रविद्या कवित्वं च गद्यं च पद्यं करोति गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं 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 ततः किम् विदेशेषु मान्य स्वदेशेषु धन्य सदाचारवृत्तेषु मत्तो न चान्य गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं 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 ततः किम् न भोगे न योगे न वाजिवेधे न कान्ता सुखे नैव वित्तेषु चित्तं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं 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 ततः किम् अरण्येन वा स्वस्य गेहेन कार्ये न देहे मनो वर्तते मे त्वनर्घे गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं 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 गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन्न लग्नं ततः किं